अच्छा, ये मैक्स डिज़ाइन अवार्ड हम लोगों ने उन छात्रों के लिए किया है जो डिज़ाइन के कैरियर में बिल्ड करना चाहते हैं इंडिया के प्रीमियम फैशन इंस्टीट्यूट से। मैक्स बेसिकली हम लोग वैल्यू फैशन रिटेल में इंडिया के लीडरशिप हैं, और अगर इस बिज़नेस में अगर हमें आगे रहना है तो डिज़ाइन बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट है। जबकि ग्राहकों को आजकल इंटरनेशनल फैशन जब दिख जाता है तो वो लोग इधर भी एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं कि भाई फैशनेबल प्रोडक्ट कंज्यूमर को मिले। तो इसके लिए हमें हर समय आगे रहने के लिए हम लोगों ने ये डिज़ाइन अवार्ड में पार्टिसिपेट किया है। इस साल से इंडिया के प्रीमियम इंस्टीट्यूट्स में जाते हैं, स्टूडेंट्स को इंकरेज भी कर रहे हैं, एंड जिस तरह से रिस्पॉन्स आया हुआ है ये हम बहुत ही वी आर वेरी वेरी हैप्पी, एंड इसको आगे भी बिल्डअप करना चाहते हैं।
तो हाउ मेनी स्टूडेंट पार्टिसिपेट हो रही है?
कुल मिला के हम लोगों ने तकरीबन 24 इंस्टीट्यूट इस पहले फेज़ में किया है, क्योंकि इस बार थोड़ा समय थोड़ा कम था। अगले साल हम लोग थोड़ा ज़्यादा ही इंस्टीट्यूट कवर करना चाहते हैं, एंड अभी फाइनली हम लोगों ने शॉर्ट लिस्ट अगर कुल मिलाकर 15 स्टूडेंट का किया है। रिस्पॉन्स हमारे पास तकरीबन 500 एंड ऑड स्टूडेंट्स के थे। उसमें शॉर्ट लिस्ट करने के बाद आज 15 स्टूडेंट्स का हम लोगों के
रैंप पर कौन कौन चलने वाला, किसी से हम इन्वाइट किया आपने?
नहीं, वैसे नहीं है। ये रैंप में जो है ये स्टूडेंट ही हैं, उनका ही रेंज को हम लोग प्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं, एंड उसमें से ही कई जो डिज़ाइन के बिज़नेस को अच्छी तरह से पहचानते हैं वो लोग ज्यूरी में रहेंगे, एंड उनके थ्रू बडिंग डिज़ाइनर्स को हम लोग इंकरेज करके उनको मंच में लाना चाहते हैं।
ज्यूरी पे कौन कौन है? ज्यूरी पे कौन कौन?
ज्यूरी में 5 लोग हैं, बट उसमें मसाबा हैं, मार्क रॉबिन्सन है, एंड नेहा दुपिया आने का है, एंड सोनम कपूर का भी एक्सपेक्टेड है कल के इसमें। सो द होल थिंग इज़ गोइंग टू बी जो फैशन के बिज़नेस में कई उनके काफ़ी मशहूर हैं ये लोग इस जूरी में हैं, तो ये काफ़ी इंकरेजमेंट रहेगा स्टूडेंट्स के लिए कि आगे भी पार्टिसिपेट करें। थैंक यू। चलिए आप भी
लगा, चलो
थोड़ा पीछे। Mark, tell us about Max Design Award.
Max Design Awards, I think, is a great initiative. We have fabulous young talent in India in fashion faculties all over the country. और मेरे हिसाब से ये जो स्टूडेंट है in final year, they're very talented. और ये जो मौका मिलता है, the opportunity they get to enter the world of fashion on a credible platform is quite fabulous. The students that will win, they get fabulous opportunities to work within the industry. They will get to intern with the designers like Ashish Soni, Masaba, Gaurav Gupta, and work with L, and also intern with Max. So ये जो opportunity है, this platform they're getting, the gratification जो इन लोगों को मिल रहा is the best. It is solid, it is concrete, and it is a good way to identify young new talent from fashion colleges all over India and project them on a great platform and welcome them in the fashion industry.
So when it comes to fashion, where does Max stands in comparison to like Lakme and Will's like shoes?
Well, if you look at Will's and if you look at Lakme, they all have their brands, they all have their retail brands that they are already working with. Will's have a lifestyle and Lakme has a Reliance. So if there is an opportunity for another big player, big week, definitely Mac can look at integrating with that week.
So who are the Bollywood celebrities whose fashion statement and whose fashion style you admire?
Bollywood personalities whose fashion styles I admire. Good question. You ask me about Hollywood, I'll tell you George Clooney, Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman. But when it comes to Bollywood, yeah, I like Amitabh. He's old is gold. Abhishek is not bad. Ranbir is pretty cool. So it's a toss-up between Abhishek, Ranbir, Saif, and Arjun. Yeah.
And when coming to Bollywood designers, who would you mark?
Bollywood designers that are good. Most of our Bollywood designers do a lot of costume designs for films, and they're very talented and they do a lot of work. So we have Manish Malhotra, by excellence. You have Neeta Lulla. You have Rocky S. But there is room for a lot new designers, and they need that injection, they need that platform, and that is what we hope to achieve with L Max Fashion Awards for students.
Mark, since Max is providing a platform for students, and you got a plenty of the entries from across India, what you see, what kind of a designer you looking for?
We had an overwhelming response from designers all across the country. It was very difficult trying to shortlist the designers and come to a conclusion where we have 15 designers. today our designers are they're well-traveled, they're extremely talented. So we have designs that are very cutting edge, very contemporary, very young and very fresh in their outlook. So I think that is what is needed for the industry at this point in time.
Your final word for tonight?
Sit back, enjoy the show, be fashionable, because what we will see on the runway today will define the future of fashion.
And Mark, do you think that brands are really necessary to look fashionable?
Do I think brands are necessary to be fashionable? Well, it's brands are necessary for events. Otherwise, if we didn't have the brands, then we wouldn't have the events. Are brands necessary for fashion? Yes, they are. It's a combination of both. I firmly believe in mixing your wardrobe with branded fashion labels and street fashion. I'm a great believer of that. Ultimately, it's your attitude, it's your own fashion style that personifies a brand. And I think it's important that we have brands, important that you have your own sense of fashion ethics. Combine the two and you make a fashion statement.
And one tip, what do you like to give to your viewers?
Keep it fashionable, keep it comfortable, and also remember, no pain, no gain. So no matter, sometimes you have to bear the pain and there'll be a lot of gain.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So who's asking us what?
Anybody will be asking. Okay, Masaba, what are you expecting at this evening, Max?
Should I be speaking or what's going on? Okay, well, I look forward to what the students have in store, and always exciting to see what fashion students stir up for a show like this, and I'm sure they're very excited to showcase, and they have the opportunity to showcase on a ramp like this. So look forward. I've seen some of the entries and they're pretty fantastic.
Okay, Masaba, when it comes to fashion opportunities, where do you see Max fashion in comparison to Lakme and other shows like Wills and all that?
Well, I think it's a starting step. I can't really say it's on the same plane as them, because they, of course, the whole jury process and the whole process of getting through is very, very intense, and you need to be of a certain level. But I think at least as a fashion student, you get that first boost where, it kind of kickstarts your journey into understanding what you need to do in order to be a part of the industry.
If you find it for all students, do you think most challenging when you choose like judging for students they are focusing?
You mean what? Sorry, can you repeat that?
For all students. Do you think it's more challenging when choosing for one woman for?
When it comes to judging,
what kind of a challenge did you face?
I think it's really hard to pick one, because everyone puts in so much work and so much effort, so it's always challenging. But I guess the one who kind of marries the commercial sensibility of clothes and art is someone who I'd look for personally.
Most stylish person in Bollywood you admire?
Sonam Kapoor, it's a no-brainer. Yeah.
Thank you.
All done?
Oh God! What the hell are you?
So bad.
अरे मैडम इधर भी जरा इकडे जरा दत्ता हे गोळा कर
You're shooting, so look at that.
I'll hold it.
So tell us something about your look tonight. What's your style statement for tonight?
My style statement for tonight is very cool and chic. I hope you're getting the message, because this is what it is.
So which designer are you wearing?
Several designers actually. The pants are Versace, the jacket is Christian Origier, who designs for Ed Hardy. The watch is Diesel, the sunglasses are Jean-Paul Gaultier.
So which designer do you normally choose in your wardrobe?
Indian or Western?
Both.
Well, Western, to be very honest, I love Versace, although he is no more. May his spirit rest in peace. Amongst the Indians, I love Gudda, Rohit Bal. I love Tarun Tahiliani. And my favorite would be Shahab Durazi because his lines are very clean and quite elegant.
And Bollywood, who would you call a style statement person?
Mr. Abhishek Bachchan. I think there's he's quite an understated and elegant gentleman, and what I admire about him is that anything that he wears, he carries off with a lot of elan.
Ma'am, what about the Max Design Award going to you for?
What about them?
Max Design Award.
Right. It's a very prestigious event, and it's my pleasure to be here. So if you ask me to forecast who's going to win, I am clueless. मैं भविष्यवाणी में यकीन नहीं मानता, मैं वर्तमान में विश्वास करता हूँ.
What are you looking forward to see?
To meet a whole group of industry people, interact with them, because I've realized by being old school that the higher you network, the higher you network, the higher you raise your net worth. The more you network, the higher you raise your net worth. So I always come to events like this, interact with people from the industry in the hope that leads to other more sort of meaningful and you know, everlasting relationships.
So, ma'am, do you think that brands are really necessary to look fashionable?
I never endorse brands to look fashionable, but हर इंसान की ज़िंदगी में एक मंज़र ऐसा आता है कि उसको मतलब मजबूरी की वजह से वो करना पड़ता है. अगर मेरा बस चले तो मैं बड़े आराम से सरोजिनी नगर और फैशन स्ट्रीट और लिंकिंग रोड के कपड़े पहन के घूमूं, लेकिन आप लोग मुझे इतनी अहमियत नहीं देंगे. हकीकत बता रहा हूँ, it's a fact. The media does not respond to you if you come dressed in jeans and t-shirt. The moment you make the effort, suddenly everybody wants to take pictures with you. आप जैसे लोग मेरा इंटरव्यू लेना चाहते हो. So it's really your call. If I come in a pair of jeans and t-shirts and if you don't respond to me, then hey, who's responsible for this? This is not me, it's you.
But same time you're doing a lot of things different like controversy. Recently doing BCCL cricket team, you know?
BCL. Yes. Well, I'm associated. I'm the brand ambassador for BCL for a team called Chandigarh Cubs. And I'm very happy to be a part of them because some of my best friends are in the team and inshallah we'll rock.
And are you watching Big Boss? So
of course I'm watching Big Boss. I'm enjoying it. It's a great season. But मुझे लगता है कि अगर इमाम बिग बॉस में होता तो सबकी कुंडली जागरूक कर देता. रही बात बिग बॉस सीज़न 8 की, उन्होंने मुझे बुलाया ज़रूर है, लेकिन बात पैसे पे आके अटकी है. और यहाँ मैं ऐलान करना चाहूँगा आप सभी के चैनल्स के माध्यम से कि अगर वो लोग एक कंटेस्टेंट को 75 लाख दे सकते हैं जिन्होंने कुछ योगदान नहीं किया गए साल के शो में, यानी कि रतन राजपूत, और इस साल अगर वो 40 लाख दे सकते हैं उपेन पटेल को जिसने भी कोई योगदान नहीं किया, तो मेरे जैसे बंदे का तो कम से कम 10 करोड़ हक बनता है. आपको क्या लगता है? ये सवाल मैं जनता से पूछना चाहता हूँ, आवाम से पूछना चाहता हूँ. आप अपनी राय मुझे ट्विटर पे बताएं. माय ट्विटर हैंडल इज @Imam A Siddiqui.
इमाम में जो भी वहाँ पे होता है, जो भी कंट्रोवर्सी,
जी
ये सब स्क्रिप्ट है?
बिल्कुल नहीं. जो सलमान भाई बोलते हैं वो सब स्क्रिप्टेड होता है. उन कान में बताया जाता है कि क्या बोलना है, किसकी लेनी है, किसकी नहीं. लेकिन जो हम लोग करते हैं वो अपने आत्मविश्वास कायम रख के करते हैं.
लेकिन जो झगड़े होते हैं, जो बातें होती हैं, जो कुछ होता है,
हर जगह झगड़े होते हैं भाई साहब. आपकी ज़िंदगी में झगड़े नहीं होते हैं?
जिस तरह से वहाँ पे दिखाया जाता है कि
हर जगह झगड़े होते हैं, हर जगह नाइत्तेफाकी होती है. लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं मुझे एक आर्टिस्ट होने की हैसियत से अफसोस होता है कि आज हमारे समाज में उस चीज़ को मनोरंजन कहा जाता है. हम लोग घर में मतलब हर इंसान यही चाहता है कि उनकी छवि कायम रहे और पब्लिक उन्हें पसंद करे. तो बहुत कम ऐसे लोग होंगे जो मेरे जैसे एकदम मतलब बिंदास बेफिक्र बेशक रहते हैं. हर इंसान चाहता है कि उनकी छवि पॉजिटिव रहे. तो जब नेगेटिव ऐसे कोई इंटरेक्शंस होते हैं तो इंसान घबरा भी जाता है. बहुत सारे लोग डर जाते हैं, सहम जाते हैं. लेकिन अगर वही दिखाना पसंद करते हैं लोग, तो उसमें हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं?
थैंक यू सो मच.
प्लेजर. थैंक यू. नमस्ते. जय हिंद.
अरे उधर लगा दिए, उधर लगा दिए.
Ma'am, can you please come?
आप सेंटर से लो, साइड से लो. तो कम दिस साइड. हाँ.
So basically, dandelions was my inspiration for this whole collection. Dandelions are like mythical, they have like a mythical story attached to them, and we consider them to be just weeds and something that's like not really much appreciated. But to me, I think that dandelions have a story to themselves, and I took the whole interpretation in a more poetic way. And just like the bohemian soul is unattached and unabashed of its identity, doesn't give it, doesn't care about what the world has to think of them, and they go around being artistic. For me, dandelions were the similar kind. Like, they were unattached, they do not care that they're still considered weeds and they still blossom around their counterpart plants. So I took inspiration from that and designed my collection, and moving towards sustainability was the idea behind it. So if you see, like, I've used organic fabrics and I've tried going more eco-friendly. So like linen, say for example, is one of the most eco-friendly fabrics when we talk about cellulosic fibers. So that was one idea that I had in mind. Like, the whole concept behind it was to kind of promote sustainable clothing, and also to have like easy flowing silhouettes and casual, like not really very restricted clothing, but something that would go with the future, like which would go with the current trends, but again also keeps like the soul and life of Bohemia alive in it. So yeah, so the embroidery that you see is machine embroidered, and
the part of Novo Bohemia that I took was called Bohemian Beat. This explains that femininity is not fragile. Today's woman can revolt back. She is compassionate, she's pure-hearted. But now when she wants to voice her opinion, she will do that. We haven't, but this is to various incidents now where a woman's respect has been harmed. So now she can confidently just show the flight of the birds. It represents the woman's freedom, and in the way the silhouette poet explains that she doesn't conform to any norms. She's carefree. That's my reflection of a Bohemian soul, who's free-spirited and carefree. She has the same feelings for everybody, but when she revolts, when she has to protect her own identity,
I've always been highly inspired by mythology and the Indian context of story. Western silhouette or further away, because as Indians, as young girls that I see them, laser cut with wood elements here, and as the animals also.
How much did this gown cost you?
15,000.
15,000.
I can make it. No, actually, the
And,
let's please not abuse it on a platform like this. This is nothing to do with couture. Couture is a French standard that not a single Indian designer has qualified for. So please don't abuse the term. You're dealing with students, please give them the impetus they deserve. I'm sorry I'm raising my voice like this, but this is a facade. You can't use the word couture like randomly. Couture has nothing to do with India. There's not a single Indian designer who is qualified as a couturier. I hope you know that. So yeah, I'm sure. So why do you bring the word couture all the time? It's an abuse of the term. Yeah?
It's a category.
Yeah, but don't. You can't classify it.
You want us to hold this or not? Yes.
So whenever you guys are ready, please tell us.
Yeah, so we will hide it, na?
Yeah, we'll hide it.
Also the garment.
Actually, you guys can give me your checks.
Yeah, they can take one picture with the check and then.
Thank you.
भाई मैं पकड़ रहा हूँ भाई आपके फ्रेम में नहीं
Keep silent, please.
Hi, I'm wearing a dress by Mari Kartazu, and yeah, I'm just really excited because today was a really interesting fashion event where, you know, we got to see a lot of new and upcoming and budding designers. Some good, some fantastic, some still have the potential of getting better. So it was an exciting evening. I think fashion is something that a lot of people know about. Style is something that very few people know about. So I would definitely say that, you know, it was quite a stylish evening. So, and I hope that the people who are winning here tonight, who have won tonight, make the most of it. And for the ones who haven't won, I just hope that they work hard and they keep getting better at what they're doing.
कितना मुश्किल रहा आपके लिए?
Well, मुश्किल तो नहीं था. मुझे कई चीज़ें थी जो बहुत पसंद आई. कई कपड़े, कई डिज़ाइनर्स ऐसे थे जो बहुत ज़्यादा पसंद आए. अगर मुझे पता नहीं होता कि ये नए डिज़ाइनर्स हैं, मुझे सच्ची में सोचती कि there's some professional work behind it. For first time attempts, keeping the theme of bohemia and you know, freedom in mind, I thought that everybody did a really good job. But कई ऐसे थे जिनमें थोड़ी और पोटेंशियल थी. एक अंडरस्टैंडिंग होती है प्रेट और कुत्यों की जो थोड़ी बहुत मिसिंग लगी मुझे, बट एक बहुत पोटेंशियल देखा. एंड आई थिंक इन योर फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट टू कन्विंस जजेस दैट यू हैव पोटेंशियल इज मोर देन इनफ, बिकॉज द जजेस वर ऑल्सो नॉट ईजी टू डील विद. देयर वाज मसाबा, देयर वाज गौरव गुप्ता, देयर वाज आशीष सोनी, देयर वाज most importantly Malini Banerjee, who is a style and fashion director for Elle magazine. तो काफ़ी कुछ समझ में उनको भी आया था. For the ones who won, they were fantastic. Actually, the girl who actually took the first prize was one of my favorites. So I'm glad she won.
What do you like to say about the Max as a
Well, I think as a brand, Max did a fantastic job, because most importantly, it's extremely important to give a platform when you have the bandwidth and the potential to do so, to encourage new and upcoming talent and make space for the newer ones to come up and get an opportunity, and for the older ones to get even more better. And even the market opens up, even the consumer has more of an option. So I think Max is doing a great job. Well, as far as you know, the rest of the designers are concerned, I feel like the ones who won will definitely do the brand a lot of benefit, because they had a great creative style and a commercial appeal as well. So that's more important.
In Bollywood, who do you think who's the best designer?
Best designer in Bollywood? Well, there are lots. I was sharing stage today with Gaurav Gupta and Ashish Soni and Masaba. So they are the three fresh ones in my head. So I would actually like to stick with them. But
who do you wear?
I wear every designer. I like every designer I wear. I endorse the fact that every designer always has 3 or 4 wonderful pieces that one can always take back home. Everyone has a different style. And I don't think कि designer पर depend करता है. कपड़े जो हैं, जो पहनता है, उस पे ज़्यादा depend करता है. क्योंकि आप सबसे ज़्यादा fashionable कपड़े भी पहनकर बेवकूफ़ लग सकते हैं, और बहुत ही ज़्यादा simple कपड़े पहनकर भी stylish लग सकते हैं. So it's about the person who wears them. And कई लोग ऐसी गलतियाँ भी करते हैं where they don't check themselves out in the mirror. शीशा इस्तेमाल नहीं करते, मेकअप इस्तेमाल करते हैं. तो बहुत गलतियाँ होती हैं हमारी इंडस्ट्री में फैशन को लेकर. But I mean, I always feel that one is to always be comfortable in wearing what they are wearing. And today was a fashion night, so I tried to look slightly fashionable.
जी का बर्थडे आ रहा है, क्या कहना चाहिए?
Thank you.
What's about your hairstyle?
My hairstyle? Oh, okay. My hairstyle, I was just trying to try out something new, and I wanted to show off my white streak because I was born with it. And a lot of people say कि आपने color नहीं किया, आपके सफ़ेद बाल दिख रहे हैं, but that's not true. but I just have a white streak I was born with, so I wanted to show it off today because it matched with my dress. So this is the only hairstyle that I could think of.
When you go to get your clothes, what do you check first?
When I go to get my clothes, the only thing I check is do they fit me, do I look good, and the most important thing is can I afford it, because there are lots of clothes out there that I can't afford. Well, I'm in conversation with a lot of directors. I will be signing a thriller sometime soon, so you will get to know. It's probably going to be sometime this week. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
When you have a brand that's so large and ends up supporting designers who are young and upcoming and talented, it's great. To have a jury is extremely important, because a lot of them, I felt like a lot of them, a lot of times, they were not up to the mark. But it's very important that they be told at this point, because if they're not corrected right now, for the rest of their lives they will be mediocre designers. And I feel the competition is really stiff. So the potential which these people have needs to.
Thank you. We'll do it later. One picture with the president of Max.
Yeah, sure. So where is the president of Max?
बट एक के लिए करेंगे, मुझे सबके लिए करना पड़ेगा।
थोड़ा इधर जाइए आप।
बाइक मैं समझता हूँ, तो आप समझो ना, नेक्स्ट टाइम कर लूँगा सर, अभी नहीं कर सकते।
नेक्स्ट टाइम देना। नेक्स्ट टाइम।
मैं पहले ले लिया।